Good morning everyone and welcome to another Aviation Videography live stream. My name is Max and I will be your host for today, joined here with my good friend as always, Matt from HD Melbourne Aviation.
Good morning everybody.
We're out at a new spot this morning, bright and early. It's just about to hit 10 past 5 this morning out here in Helsinki, and you wouldn't believe how light it is already. We woke up at about just after 4 and absolutely bright, shining into our hotel room. So we've got an awesome arrivals rush for you here. We're facing runway 22 left, and we're going to get lots of arrivals action, lots of heavy action throughout the course of the day. Try to stream for as long as we can for our second live stream here in Europe after yesterday's successful evening live stream all the way up until about 11 p.m.
It was pretty good, that's for sure. There's a lot of nonsense being spoken, and I'm sure it's going to be another stream of that too, as the traffic does get a bit patchy towards the end of the morning before picking up again around lunchtime. So you can see we've got a fantastic little spot here. A nice window of opportunity for our arrivals as they appear from behind this tree. The tree of doom, as I like to say.
The tree of doom.
The tree of doom. And then we'll be touching down right in front of us. And it should lead to some pretty epic shots. I'm looking forward to it. I think the first thing that's going to start us off will be in like a couple minutes. Be the, I think the Finnair 350 from Seoul.
Yes, that is going to be our next one. And I believe it's wearing the Moomin livery.
It is. The one we haven't gotten just yet.
It was on the stream yesterday.
I think there's two of them.
Oh, is there?
This one I don't think we got. It was in Korea.
Oh, right. Following that as well, we'll have the another A350. This one arriving in from Tokyo Narita. So they're about 10 minutes apart, those two.
Was it just me, or did you hear something?
I heard something.
So I don't know if you can see it, but yesterday the spot I was at was just past these runway blinkers here. You can actually see it, the edge of the rocks. Check this out, Max. This is where I was yesterday. See the rocks there?
Oh, wow.
Climbed up them.
Oh, gosh. Daredevil.
With all the gear as well.
Jeez.
Things have got to be done for the shots.
Absolutely. Nice to see everyone in the chat this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in as we bring you this live coverage of Helsinki, the last stream for Aviation Videography here in Helsinki. But do not fear, there will be another Helsinki stream tomorrow morning. Matt's going to do one on his channel.
After long last.
After long last.
I think it's been now, oh my god, it's been over a month since I've streamed.
Even longer.
Longer.
The last time you tried was for that Singapore 380.
It's been 6 weeks.
Yeah, it has.
That's a long time.
I think you went out the week before that, so it's been about, maybe 7.
Oh my god. It's been so busy. And then been helping you out with your stream, so I'm like, that's enough streaming for me.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Particularly at Melbourne, it's very hard to really get motivated. There's not too much happening there, and when it does, it's all 2/7.
Yeah, absolutely. And g'day Luke's Aviation Australia, thank you so much for tuning in. And Melbourne Planespot, absolutely, the trees of Sid have come on the world tour. Yeah, I think they definitely have. And you know what left Australia early and came on the tour early? The internet.
Strangely,
it left Melbourne the last time I tried to stream before we left.
Yeah, of course.
And it came here and it's working perfectly.
Hopefully that trend continues.
Hopefully that trend continues. We've got one from one success rate on the SIM cards.
It's a good ratio.
I've never ever in my life bought a SIM card from a convenience store.
It's an odd sort of thing, isn't it?
Very odd. I went to 2 different phone company places, like data places, like your if you're in Australia, your Telstra or your Optus. I went to 2 of those, and they both said go to a convenience store. And the first time I didn't believe him. I thought he was just playing with me because I was a tourist.
Pulling your leg.
Yeah. So I went to another one and I was like, oh, I'm looking for data SIM card. They're like, yeah, go to a convenience store.
You're like, oh, so it is a thing.
You guys are not joking. Cool.
You guys aren't playing around.
Yeah, we do keep. Hopefully, we're not jinxing it too much. I think we're
trying to stay humble.
But when things work for us, it's not a usual sight. So we have to celebrate a little bit.
We celebrate the small things.
Exactly.
Just trying to find Turkmenistan. I want to see what time it is there. So the A330 has been delayed at the moment for its departure. And for those who aren't aware, there is a Turkmenistan A330 freighter coming to Helsinki. So definitely something I'm looking forward to. One that I haven't actually been able to catch yet.
And Kirsten, yes, we did sleep. We got about 4.
Yeah, about 4 hours sleep.
Just over 4 hours, maybe.
So we didn't do too bad.
Didn't do horribly.
More would have been okay.
More would have been fantastic.
would have been more than great, really.
Would have been the best thing ever. But that's okay, because after the live stream today, around early afternoon, we're going to be packing up shop, and we're going to be chilling out this evening, having an early night. And I'm sure we'll be doing very much similar after stream tomorrow.
We'll be. We'll also be preparing. Yeah, preparing for the flight.
Yep.
Tomorrow we fly out to Oslo.
Stockholm.
Yes, right, Stockholm. I keep forgetting. Stockholm. Stockholm is next. So we're going to be going there, and that's going to be our next destinations for live streams. So I am very excited for that. And there's some really cool things in Stockholm that I really want to get, like the Fokker 50. That's going to be a great addition for the streams.
Oh yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Just waiting for these heavies to get a little bit closer. And Rolf with a very generous $5 super chat there, with a little gaming controller there. Thank you so much, Rolf. Really do appreciate it.
Why does it look sad?
It does look sad, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks injured. It's got a little cast on.
Oh no, maybe you got a lack of sleep too.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it had so much of a lack of sleep it fell out of bed.
That can happen sometimes. It's not just a party trick.
Not just a party trick.
But yeah, pretty much once we finished last night's live stream, straight to bed. Like we were
out. Yeah.
We were out. Like we finished at what? Like just after 11? No, just before 11?
Just about 11.
About 11.
On the dot.
And I was already like asleep. Well, no, not asleep. I was already in bed by like 20 past 11. It's the only way to do it. Just waiting a couple minutes and we're going to have the first arrival of the stream. And the spot itself looks quite incredible. It's very off the beaten track, that's for sure. And to me, it has this very Anchorage kind of feel to it. Like it's sort of in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by trees, on a little bit of a mound, facing the runway with similar behind you, like nice greenery. This is going to be some really, really nice shots. I'm so looking forward to it. I've seen a lot of these shots as well on YouTube. Like, this seems to be like one of the main places I see the Helsinki footage. Just checking out on flight radar to see what is coming. See how far it is. Alright, it's just about to turn to finals. We're going to get a nice little cluster of 3 A350s. Oh no, make that 4. 4 A350s in the Japan 787, all clustered up together. Going to get a couple of arrivals as well, very much later on in the stream. But worth mentioning, we're going to get the Sichuan Cargo A330-300, one that I haven't seen before. And the Junyao as well, which will be towards the very end of the stream. It's just taking off now from Shanghai, making its way over towards us. And Alberto agreeing with me there, definitely thinking Anchorage as well. Yeah, it really is. And touch wood, hopefully, unlike Anchorage, we don't encounter any bears. Because that would certainly not be the nicest experience. And Bernie, if A350s and 787s are your favourites, and Helsinki is the place to be. Because I think that is pretty much it. Yeah. and some A330s from Finnair, and that's roughly traffic here. Particularly in the morning. Heaps of A350s in the morning. Now, the one thing I do love about this spot, Max, is we could dodge the sun pretty much all day.
Yeah.
Because the sun wraps around. It's only going to be a problem later in the afternoon, but we'll be wrapped up by then.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, we could actually stay in the shade, not burn.
My neck can have a break.
It hurts.
Oh yeah, it hurts a lot.
When I was this morning when I was changing, I realized the difference between the neck and the rest of my skin.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is.
Even the bottom of my
It
face.
looked pretty bad yesterday.
Yeah, it's not the most comfortable experience, I can say that. Hopping into bed, didn't want to lay on my back.
Yeah, no.
A little bit of a burning sensation, you could say. Alright, let's have a look where this A350 is. We can't really see it until it gets a little bit closer, but it is on final approach now. I'm going to get ready to catch this one. Gosh, I don't even know how much zoom to use here, Max. What do we think?
Oh gosh, it's pretty close.
It does, doesn't it? It looks close. I'm gonna lock it at about 200.
Yeah, I reckon 2. Pretty good.
I reckon that's probably even an overkill. Alright, we'll lock that in. This is going to be like the first time I've actually filmed here as well. So I just got to calibrate where they appear, what they do, and then we're good to go from there. It's kind of nice there. Look at the fog rolling off some of the fields.
How does it not know it's coming to Helsinki?
That's so weird.
That's really weird.
Yeah, mine's gone as well.
Yeah, that's really weird. So this flight, guys, it's about to land here on runway 22 left is AY42. It's wearing the Moomin livery. It's arriving in from Seoul. That sounds awkward.
It does, doesn't it? Those A320 Neos.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I can hear it.
I don't know if that's the Air Baltic I can hear either.
That's the other thing. They get close to us. Oh my god, not even close. Not even remotely.
No.
Oh, it's so close. Come on.
Any second now. Any second. I love this spot.
This spot is awesome. I'm a big fan of this spot.
I'm a huge fan of this spot. What an epic arrival. And we're going to get so many more like that throughout the rest of the day. And Hayden with a $5 super chat says, hi YouTube, you guys go to any shops on the world tour? I would leave the equipment back in the hotel room and not leave it in the car.
No, Hayden, I was thinking I'm just going to leave it on the street. You know. First come, first serve. But thank you so much, mate. Much appreciated.
Absolutely. We will. We're taking very good care of it.
No mistakes.
The only issues we're having now is all the dust that's getting on it.
Yeah, I know. That's another problem.
Absolutely. It is the Finnish way. What an absolutely professional landing.
Beautifully done. Good to see that special livery as well. First time for me seeing it.
Yeah, the Moomin. Very special.
Brand new, that one.
But really, it's a very secluded spot around here.
I like it. Serenity.
Serenity, it's beautiful. But yeah, we had to walk about, what was it, 10 minutes?
With all the stream stuff?
All the stream stuff. We've got a bag with some food and stuff in it, some drinks, and that was falling apart. Gonna need a new bag today.
Oh yeah, a new bag is needed. Our next arrival is pretty close as well. This is going to be the Finnair A319 landing from Tel Aviv, wearing the One World livery on the A319.
Awesome. It's going to be fantastic to catch.
Definitely a good catch. Found my new favourite spot here.
Yeah. I didn't really see the other spots. I didn't go to the rock with you yesterday.
The rock's pretty good.
Looked impossible to film. I don't think I could do that. Take me a while to get used to it.
It took me about 30 planes before I really started to get the hang of it.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's very out of frame. Very, very wonky.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's hard angle. It's as close to being overhead as possible.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Bernie, so am I. You know, we were supposed to be getting the A350 flight from Frankfurt.
Oh no. Still crying about this.
Yeah, no, I am, because what happened, right? So essentially, every other big city except for Paris in the EU, and well, Europe in general, get the A350. London, Amsterdam, even Brussels was getting the A350. But Frankfurt's on an A321 again. What is that? What is going on?
Yeah, no, that's annoying.
I was promised an A3. Well, actually, I wasn't promised. I was expecting an A350.
You got an A319.
Got an A319.
It's like the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. At the end of the day, it's the same thing. But yeah, I was really shocked about that, seeing Brussels with the A350.
Yeah, that is really shocking.
All right, looks like our next A350 is turned on to finals here. This is going to be Finnair flight 74 from Tokyo Narita.
Not too far away as well. In about 5-10 minutes time, we've got the Finnair A350 arriving in from Shanghai. It'll be AY88. Plenty of action starting to roll in this morning. Still can't believe we're out here. It is this light and the sun is continuing to shine, and it's 5:30 in the morning. Absolutely crazy.
Even in the peak of summer in Australia, it's not bright until 6.
Oh yeah.
Like this feels like it'd be 7:30, 8 o'clock
Yeah.
in Australia.
Even later.
Even later.
8:30. And Miles has gifted 5 Aviation Videography memberships. Thank you so much to Miles. Really do appreciate it. So we've got Rolf, Jez, Anne, Sydney, and Robert. Now all Aviation Videography members. Awesome to have you guys on board, and make sure you thank Miles in the chat there. Really do appreciate it, Miles. And backing that up, we've got Hayden with 5 Aviation Videography membership gifts as well. Thank you so much, Hayden. I'm getting absolutely eaten by mosquitoes at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah, I'll grow up.
The death of mosquitoes.
Thank you so much, Hayden. Really, really do appreciate it. Way too kind, mate. We've got Russman, Trev, Hans, Wendy, and Gertage 2007 all as well. Members of Aviation Videography. Look at that, 10 new members in the space of about a minute. Absolutely stunning to see. Thank you so much to Miles and Hayden. You guys are absolute true superstars. As we await this Finnair arrival from Tokyo Narita. About 1 minute out from touching down here on runway 22 left. I feel like it's going to be a half planes, half podcast sort of day. The rate this is going.
We have so many interesting topics to talk about during those off periods.
Oh yeah. I really do appreciate those kind words there. We're very happy to get up early and do some live streaming here. You know, our time is short and sweet in every single city we go to. I think Helsinki is one of the places we're in for the longest in Europe. Most places it's only 2 days. We arrive in at night to most places, then we've got a full day, and then sleep the next day, and then film in the morning, and then we head out in the evening to the next city, which is pretty much the story of our lives for the next month.
I think it's the 1st of July as well, isn't it?
It is the 1st of July.
Already in July. This has gone so quick.
Actually has.
Well, you know it, it's going to be August. Here's that A350, I can hear it coming in. This spot, that's so
Beautiful.
nice.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning angle on those landings, stunning.
And Edward saying I'm in Ontario, Canada, just going to bed, kind of bummed I missed the stream. Well, if all goes well, we're going to be streaming for quite a while today, so you never know, you might wake up and we might still be here.
That's it, you'll probably wake up and we'll be here. Depends how long you sleep.
So hopefully you can catch towards the end of the stream, but have a great sleep, mate. Thank you so much for tuning in for this little bit. And Vince, we are back. Glad to see you back here in the chat, mate. Thank you so much for tuning in as we get lots of more live coverage here of Helsinki throughout the day.
Looking forward to this morning. The one thing I think we should do, I've looked at the traffic, and between 9 and 10 a.m. there isn't too much. I'm thinking Uber Eats for breakfast. We can arrange it during that time.
Yep, I think so.
That's
Sounds good.
That's when it's going to be needed.
I can walk down to where we have to get dropped off. It's probably the furthest they'll go.
Yeah, I mean that's where the gate is.
Yeah.
So that'd be nice. Get a coffee for our second win. And now just waiting for A319 from Tel Aviv to tuck down here on runway 22 left.
This is AY 1980.
Then after that we have another Finnair A350. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Awesome catch there. And turned on the final approach. Now we have that Finnair A350. And this one's going to be coming in from Shanghai as AY88.
So that Japan Airlines wasn't landing at 3:50 in the morning.
No, it's coming at 6.
When we looked at flight radar just as we were about to pack up the stream yesterday, the Japan Airline Dreamliner arriving from Tokyo was saying it was going to land here in Helsinki at 3:50 in the morning. It took off late as well, and it said it was going to land like 3 hours early, which is absolutely insane. I don't know how that would ever happen, but flight radar has corrected itself, and Japan Airlines has not landed yet, so not too far away. In about my flight radar's not loading. In about 20 minutes time we're going to have the Finnair A350-900 arriving in from Singapore as AY132. Plenty of heavy action here today for us, which is fantastic to see.
The Turkmenistan A330 freighter should be departing in 30 minutes time from Ashgabat.
Oh yes.
So with any luck that's going to be coming our way for a 2-hour delay, landing at roughly about 10 a.m. Should be definitely the highlight of the stream in my opinion.
Absolutely going to be fantastic to see.
Finnair's getting close.
Here we go. This is.
The sun's starting to come out now.
Yeah, hopefully it burns the mosquitoes.
Yeah, hopefully they go away a bit, huh?
So this Finnair A350 that's going to appear on your screen in about a minute's time is arriving in from Shanghai.
I love this spot.
Absolutely stunning to see these heavies arrive so close to us. Really, we only can use about 200 millimeters.
Yeah, for the heavies, absolutely. Only 200 millimeters for those. Back to the podcast segment.
Yeah, basically it's how it's going to be for the day.
Yeah, I was hoping to see the terminal so we could catch some of the action there, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think there's a big tree blocking it. Sort of the one thing about Helsinki, the access around to sort of see too much for the for these runways, it's not great.
No.
Even the spot we're at yesterday, we couldn't really see much of the taxiing. We just really got the takeoffs.
Yeah, that's it. Can't see much at all.
No. But the actual shot of the arrivals when they do appear is absolutely solid. So our next arrival is going to be the, well, you guessed it, Finnair A350 from Singapore as AY 132. Now we should also be getting the UPS A300, not UPS, DHL A300 coming in as well in a couple of hours time, which is going to be a really nice catch. We stayed late for its departure yesterday. Originally going to wrap the stream up at 9:30 and then ending up finishing more towards 11 p.m. just to grab that A300. And getting it landing from here I think would be fantastic.
It'd be one heck of a shot. Definitely one to stick around for. And Bernie, unfortunately the departures
We can't see them.
we can't see them because they take off on Toot Toot right, which is a bit far away from us. And Doctor, we've not really had a lot of jet lag, to be honest. We've done pretty well. We sort of slept at the right times on the plane, so we've actually been doing pretty good. Still extremely tired.
Well, that's just because of our 4-hour
Yes.
power nap.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a miracle the battery's like actually charged.
I know, it is a miracle.
I just really love the serenity out here. I think that's one of like the best parts.
Yeah, I've never been to Anchorage and I feel like I'm in Anchorage. I feel like I'm visiting.
Oh, I love that. It really does have that Anchorage feel though. It really does. Like this is pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I forgot again as well?
What'd you forget?
The deck chair.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I forgot it. We're carrying too much, that was the problem. I
Yeah.
was already struggling with everything we had.
And Brian, yes, we are going to be coming to Dallas in September, start of September, around I think the 13th or something like that, or maybe even earlier, maybe around the 10th. Yeah, I think it's the 9th or the 10th or something. We'll be in Dallas for sure, doing some live streaming. And yes, it is very quiet, so you're going to hear a lot of us chatting like yesterday.
The podcast segment is coming.
Podcast segment is coming. Unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, but some of these airports, they're patchy, very, very patchy, and Helsinki is one of them.
Yeah, I can't quite find a spot either where you can just cover it all.
Yeah, no, you can't. There's not really any good spots where you get everything.
Nope. Can't get takeoffs and landings, you have to choose one. And Benny, it does sort of have that Melbourne vibe with that pesky fence. However, unlike Melbourne, we can actually get over it here. What do you reckon? What do you reckon about that? Do you think Melbourne Airport is busier than Helsinki?
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah. If 27's not in play, yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because there's a lot more domestic stuff in Australia, in Melbourne.
Which is surprising. We've got the power of the EU here.
I know. And we get more.
And we get more.
It's because of Sydney.
Yeah, it's just...
It's like all our flights are to Sydney.
And yes, Flounders Plaza, that's pretty much where we're going to be spending most of our time, I think, in Dallas. Or then again, if we've got the big car, there's some other spots around the perimeter that's probably better.
Oh yeah.
But there's a couple of access around. I think it's near the freight facilities. And like Flounders Plaza, I mean, it's great. But there's that one spot that I found last time, and it's amazing. The touchdowns are right in front of you. So if we've got the big car, I'm probably going to be spending a bit of time there.
Yeah, probably. Sounds good to me.
That would be a great place. But yeah, Flounders Plaza definitely for the streams, without a doubt. Max, now would be a good time for a steak and egg breakfast.
Could probably cook a steak by the time the next plane lands.
I'd love a steak right now, though. It would go really well this time in the morning.
Probably not for me. Then again, it is lunchtime in Melbourne.
Yeah, it is, isn't
I
it?
could just tell people I'm jet lagged.
You'll consume that steak and not have to give up on your morals.
Yes. That's it. And absolutely, London Heathrow is going to be fantastic to stream. We're very excited for that. In oh gosh, when is London? 24th of July.
I love that you know the dates off by hand.
Because I've done so much planning. We've done so much of this planning that I've remembered the order.
I know the order, I just don't know the dates.
I know the dates. And life begins at 40 truck. You are absolutely correct. A steak for breakfast is overdoing it. It is meant for lunch and dinner. Primarily for dinner.
No, we're not doing this again. We've already established.
I'm just reading the comments.
That steak is great for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and midnight snacks, and midnight supper, and pre-dinners, and pre-lunches, and brunches, and there's always.
You can talk about this on your stream tomorrow. We don't need false information on our streams.
This isn't false information. It's factually correct.
Magic happens. Absolutely, the World Tour is finally here. We're here for round 2 of the pilot. That's what we're calling Helsinki. We're calling it the pilot of the World Tour as we make sure we sort everything out, see how things go with streaming overseas. I know Aviation Videography has streamed overseas before, but we're streaming in new locations and with new host and for longer periods of time, so we're just trying to work it all out. It looks like it's muffin time.
Muffin time. Well, it's gone really quiet. I think it's only fair that we have a muffin. Our only source of food out here right now, because we've been really...
I went to the supermarket yesterday and bought food for today's stream, and Matt ate it. last night when we got back. And I specifically said to him, please don't eat that food because we're going to be hungry in the morning. Because we're going to be out here before breakfast opens at the hotel. And he ate it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not very good with authority.
Clearly not.
Like, it made sense I was going to be hungry this morning, but I was hungry last night too. After not eating since 6 a.m.
That wasn't my fault.
No, it wasn't. But now we can suffer together with a lack of sustenance.
And Bernie, the weather's actually really nice. It's actually quite comforting this morning. It's not cold, but it's not warm. So it's enjoyable this morning, but as always, it's probably going to heat up pretty quickly over the course of the day.
I'll say this is quite comfortable.
Very comfortable. Actually, it's not going to heat up that much today at all.
Really?
It's only going to get up to 21. And it's currently 16.
That's nice.
It is very nice.
But the shade as well is good too.
Shade is helping quite a lot.
And James, yep, we did appear on Kevin's stream in Los Angeles half a year ago now.
Yeah. End of January, start of Feb.
End of January. So we appeared a couple times there. Gave them a taste of Australia with the Vegemite, and we'll never forget Rudy's reaction to that. Matt's just nodding. And Sydney says, good evening or afternoon, Max and Matt and everyone. Good day. For us here, it's in the morning. It isn't even 6 a.m. yet. It is bright and early. We've gotten out here for that early morning rush of the Finnair Heavies and also the Japan 787. And life begins at 40 trucks is one of the biggest questions ever is what's the best thing for breakfast? It's just like how many licks it takes to get the center of a Tootsie Pop. That is one of the biggest questions, isn't it? You know, personally, I think when it comes to breakfast, it's pretty easy.
Please don't say something stupid like sushi.
That's not stupid. I was gonna say it just has to have it just has to be fulfilling to keep you going until the next meal. Like a steak. A steak is very fulfilling. Like there's quite a bit to it. Like if you had a carrot, it's not going to keep you going for very long. There's no saturated fats. That keeps you going. You know what I mean? It keeps you fuller for longer. That's all I'm saying.
And Vince asking there, what is everyone's favourite muffin flavour? Matt, what would your favourite muffin flavour be? I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
Well, actually, you know what my favourite one is? White chocolate and raspberry.
Oh yeah.
That is just an absolute treat.
You know what mine would have to be?
Surely the same.
It would have to be, no, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, there's better out there.
Bullshit.
Apple and cinnamon.
Ooh, you know what? That's good too.
Apple and cinnamon muffin.
That is a healthy combination.
Takes the cake.
Healthy, very good. Apple cinnamon. But there's no white chocolate in that.
No, there isn't. That's something you'd like.
I don't know. I think it would be kind of weird with this with the cinnamon. And magic happens. That's correct. We've got the Japan Airlines coming in as well from Tokyo Haneda. It's going to be great. Looking forward to that. That's going to be our first foreign carrier of the stream, as we've only seen Finnair since we've started about... Can you believe we started nearly an hour ago?
That's crazy. Yeah, 40 minutes ago.
That went real quick.
Mm-hmm. Really good muffins.
These are really good muffins. This is just what I want to be eating before 6 a.m.
Blueberry. Blueberry's a good one as well.
Blueberry.
Can't go wrong with a classic blueberry muffin.
That's it. It's always a classic. Chocolate chip is what we've got at the moment.
Yeah, we've got choc chip here.
Another classic.
When you stream the first Melbourne stream, when you get back, there will be many different planes at Melbourne. I know. Melbourne is ever so changing a little bit while we're away. It was good to see. So when we start streaming again back in November, the end of this year, in Melbourne, it's going to be lots of different things to see, which would be cool. Unfortunately, though, we're going to lose that Singapore A380.
Don't remind me. Yeah, no, we're going to lose that, but we're going to get the... we'll be able to stream the Latam 787 as they start their direct service to Santiago once again in Melbourne. You know what? Another big one is that seems to be going unnoticed. Fiji Airways upgrading to 350s.
Yes.
That's a big one. That's going to be a nice little catch. Those 350s aren't too common around the world. You know what else should be good as well?
What's that?
Tangent have slated for October beginning again.
Oh, have they?
Yep, to restart their Chongqing flights.
Perfect.
So I don't know about you, but that is the best news possible. I'm going to be streaming just for Tangent.
Just go ahead and stream Tangent and leave.
Just Tangent. It's going to be a 5-minute stream. And I'm going to date it as well. I'm going to be like, Tangent Airlines, Chongqing to Melbourne. And then the date, and that's just the titles of the stream.
Just the title.
There's going to be 2 streams on those days as well, because we've got to get the takeoff, but nothing else. And there's going to be a Singapore A380, right, taking off in front of us, the last one ever, at Melbourne for that period, right?
Yeah.
Taxiing to the runway, but I'm too focused on the Tangent, pushing back at the terminal.
Oh gosh. And Kirsten's saying cranberry orange muffin.
That actually sounds really good right now.
Sounds really good, but I've never had that though.
You know what that sounds like to me?
What?
It sounds like something that's going to make me hungry for another muffin. Max, do you want another muffin?
I would love another muffin.
Yeah, let's have another muffin.
I think we've got how many in there?
Not many.
Not many left. But
I think
how many were in there from the start? I think there's 12.
Right. And we have 4 left after this.
Oh, maybe more than. We've had 2, 3 each. 2 each.
We've had a lot each. No, we've had more than 2. Look at that pile of wrappers. All this muffin talk's making me hungry.
Oh yeah. You know, muffins are really good too. Orange and poppy seed. You ever had that?
Never had that.
Try it.
Sounds like a unique combination.
It is. It's really good.
You know what another good muffin combination is?
What?
Literally anything.
Yeah. I can't think of a bad muffin.
There's no bad flavors of muffin out there.
Banana muffin?
Yeah, so good. Tastes like banana bread.
I know.
And banana choc chip. Banana honey choc chip. Have you had that one?
I haven't had it with honey, no.
It is a sensation. If I had that right now.
And Sydney, there's a few planes. It's really patchy.
Bear with us.
Bear with us, but there is some rushes that we'll see throughout the course of the morning. Well, it is not 6 a.m. yet, so it's slow, but we're just out here for the heavies that are coming in ever so slightly.
That's it. So it looks like our next heavy has turned on to final approach. Who's that Finnair flight from Sydney? Singapore. As AY132. Oh, look at that, we've got a plane. Taxiing over to runway 22 right for its departure. See, if they use that taxiway, we're golden. So guys, don't worry. This is an actual plane live stream, as you can see. I know it's been a bit, up in the air in the last 15 minutes. Since, people are clicking on oh boy, Helsinki live streaming. I can't wait to see some Finnair arrivals, right?
What's your favourite muffin?
What is this? Dislike. Unsubscribe.
Well, to unsubscribe, they would have had to have subscribed already, so I hope not.
Reported, misleading. And there it goes, disappearing. Jaws on the screen. Turns off.
Yeah.
That next A350 is not too far away now. What's your favourite muffin, Max? I like raspberry.
Tell you what I am trying though, drinking a berry Fanta, something you can't really get in Australia.
Is it good?
It's very good. You know, I wonder if we can see any of the rotation.
No.
Not the rotation, but at least it like going.
No. I'm very, very skeptical about that. Just waiting for that fin air to come around the corner.
A little bit.
You can see 3 seconds of it before it goes behind the tree. And that's just a 320. Berry Fanta. You know, there's always so many like cool flavors.
I know.
Outside
they have
of
some
Australia.
really cool ones. They have this really like tropical one. It was weird. Never seen before.
Oh, exactly.
Alright, this Finnair A350 AY132 from Singapore is now about to touch down on runway 22 left.
Excellent. Just in case you feel like you haven't seen enough A350s.
We have plenty more.
Helsinki is definitely the home of A350 traffic, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And that one just completed its, I'd say, 12 and a bit hour journey from Singapore. So here we go, for our Australian viewers. Got our like nice little blueberry Fanta here, or I should say berry. All the flavors there. Look at that, raspberry and blueberry. This is just fantastic.
Oh wow.
And you know what Max didn't do? He didn't buy me one.
No, I thought you were Dr. Pepper though.
Did I bring that?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Good. That's even better. Oh, mate. Can you handle the taste? Oh, Dr. Pepper, I sure can. Don't you worry about that. And Anth asking if we think one day there'll be any Saudia flight to Melbourne or Sydney. You know, I did think that Sydney was going to get one soon. I heard Saudi was talking about it, connecting Sydney.
Or would they send the Dreamliner?
Yeah, probably. Well, during COVID, they did have the 787s go there for repat flights. So I thought that was pretty cool. Something you didn't really see very often. Managed to even get one shot of it.
Yeah, wow.
They came a couple times. A nice 3-4 day, of course. Would never get that on 1.6.
And Hayden with another $5 super chat. Thank you so much, mate, for your awesome support. Says, I'll see you guys in mid to late November at Melbourne Airport for a live stream. Absolutely, mate. No worries at all. We'll be out there for sure. I'm sure you can come and say good day.
That's it. Always happy to see you out there, mate. That's for sure. I think spotting is always best with other people.
Yep.
Keeps it a bit interesting, because just imagine being out here alone right now. What would you even do during the 30-minute periods between each arrival?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, DHL A300's popped up on radar.
Oh,
coming in there from Leipzig. Got a few arrivals, look at that, now starting to batch up a bit with the domestic arrivals from around Finland.
Oh, cool.
So just got a little bit more of a podcast now for the next 15 minutes or so while we wait for that Japan Airlines to...
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes out from arrival.
Yep.
So if you guys have questions or anything that you'd like to ask in the chat, let us know and we'll answer as many as we can. If you've got any fun questions, any polls you want us to put up as well.
Oh, yes, polls are definitely needed.
Anything like that, let us know so we can keep you guys entertained as possible while we wait for the planes.
How about a poll, Nordic countries we're most excited for? Oslo, well, I should say cities really. Yeah. Nordic cities: Oslo, Stockholm, Copenhagen, and Helsinki. Even though we're doing Helsinki, but still, it counts. There you go. Stockholm is taking the lead there. If I had to vote,
I'd pick Copenhagen.
Yeah, same. Copenhagen by far.
Look at that, Copenhagen's taken the cherries.
People are realizing that Air Greenland is there.
Yeah. And Luke's Aviation Australia asking, what's your favourite, the A380 or the A350?
A380.
Yeah, got to be the A380. 100%.
Don't even have to think about it.
No.
A380.
Yep.
Any day.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's any A350 that exists that I would chase. I feel like it's just oh yeah, I'll get it when I get it.
Yeah.
If I don't get it, okay.
A380s are a little different.
A380s, it's I will chase that.
Yeah.
The whole reason we're going to Munich is for the Lufthansa 380. I don't think I've ever looked at a place being we need to go there for that A350.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it was Air Greenland, then there might be an exception.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Just for the amount of insanity on that airline. Never seen it.
Yeah.
Flies 3 destinations.
Yeah, and it's got no planes either. The fleet is so small.
Yeah, it's got some Dash 8s to fly around Greenland.
Yeah.
Do you reckon we'll see it in Reykjavik?
I don't even know if do they fly there?
I don't know. It's so close though, you'd think they would.
Yeah, you'd think they would do Reykjavik. Let me have a look.
And we can see taxiing over there to runway 22 right. We have the Norwegian 737-800 using that closer taxiway and giving us a nice little view of it going over there. You know what, Max? I think the next poll has to be something a little bit special, a little bit unique. I think it has to be about muffins.
Oh gosh.
The best flavour of muffin. What one would it be? I'm still convinced that it's white chocolate raspberry. Apple cinnamon's delicious, don't get me wrong, but I like white chocolate raspberry.
I think they've got down they've got it listed as a destination they fly to, but they're flying over the moment. So don't think we'll be seeing Air Greenland in Reykjavik, but you never know. I need to look at the actual list on Flight Radar. And Karen has been a member for 5 months, part of our Boeing 777 class membership tier. Thank you so much, Karen. Really, really do appreciate your awesome support. One of our great moderators here at Aviation Videography. One month away from that 6-month extravaganza, that little gold badge that you'll be able to get with the little fireworks. And we're hopefully at some point on this trip going to make the platinum badge for our 1-year members. And Greg has been a member for 7 months in our Boeing 737 class membership tier. Thank you so much, Greg. Really, really do appreciate your awesome support for the last 7 months. Way too kind to look after the channel. And again, another one of our awesome moderators. Young Aussie Avgeek asking what's the best flavour of Tim Tams. Those double choc ones are so good.
I very rarely eat Tim Tams.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, same, honestly. I don't eat them that much.
No.
When I do, those double coated chocolate ones.
The last time I ate Tim Tams was in the US.
Oh, when we had them on the stream. Yeah, honestly, same.
Yeah. I don't eat them.
They're not usually something I go and buy.
No, neither. You know what I do actually buy? You know those mint slices?
Oh, I don't get those. I don't like those.
Yeah, well, you don't like sushi in the morning, so I'm not taking your.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't
Just
like.
when it comes to
I don't
food,
eat a lot of mint stuff. It's not that good.
Yeah, not that good before, like, what, 12 p.m?
No, not that good at all.
Let me guess, you're going to say, oh, it reminds me of toothpaste.
It does.
No, shut up. Film the planes.
One of the worst combinations on the planet is mint chocolate. It's just wrong. It's just wrong.
I would say mint orange juice would probably be like a far worse combination. Think about that, you brush your teeth and have orange juice.
No, I'm saying like what the food companies have combined already. I'm not saying you brush your teeth and then have a glass of orange juice. I'm saying someone invented chocolate with mint in it.
It goes down worse than tequila. Emphasize how bad it is. It's like poison. Oh, look at that. We've got things actually going now.
Do.
There's some aeroplanes.
Aerocrafts.
Aircraft.
This A321 looks like it's heading up to runway 22 right. Oh, Brad's saying that the Woolworths have released the coconut Tim Tam. I like the sound of that. Oh no, my opinion is being obliterated. People like mint chocolate.
When isn't your opinion
I'm so sorry for you guys.
You're always the minority with every opinion you
Except
have.
the sushi thing.
That is not, no, that is not you.
We did a poll. It was like 80% said no for sushi in the morning.
I don't remember that.
I do.
I don't remember your biased polls.
Oh gosh, Robert, no. Eating a Hershey's bar and right after brushing your teeth. Oh, that's too far. It's really nice to see when they use this taxiway here. We can actually see these aircraft making their way up to runway 22 right. They've got 2 taxiways here that they can use. They've got one a little bit further in towards the airport, which is blocked by the trees. There's trees on this side of it too. As you would have seen yesterday on the live stream, we were blocked of those taxing shots due to the trees. You could just see the tails lurking, the jaws.
Now we're on the other side, so you can really put those together. You
Yeah.
can stitch it.
You could. So this Japan Airlines 787 Dreamliner is not too far away from arriving, but before that we're going to have a Finnair A319-100 arriving in from Dalaman as AY 2052. That's in about 2 minutes time, touching down here on runway 22 left. And then behind that, a couple minutes apart, is the Japan Airlines 787-9 Dreamliner arriving in from Tokyo Haneda as JL47. So a couple of very nice catches here, about to land here on runway 22 left. And I'm getting scared at looking at what's behind it. There's not much. We will have a Finnair ATR 72-500 arriving in from Tallinn as AY 1036 in 10 minutes time. And a couple of other domestic Finnair arrivals in the next sort of half an hour or so. And young Aussie Avgeek asking the opinion on jam donuts. Beautiful, love them.
You know what I like more than jam donuts?
What do you like more than jam donuts?
Custard donuts.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Vanilla custard. No.
I'd have to agree. Custard is better.
Oh, sweet. Every time we talk about food, I get hesitant about talking to you about it because I'm like, nah, he's not going to get it.
I do get most things. It's just your breakfast
palate
choices.
Is not distinguished.
It's your breakfast choices that I can't.
They are great.
I can't fathom.
When I can't fathom, your bad attitude. All right, I'll get the thing all set up for this A319 arrival.
And Tomato Ruthless, absolutely. It has only been a few hours since our last live stream. It's been, what is it now? 7 hours.
We just can't get enough of it.
But we'll be taking a bit of a break on AV for live streams until Stockholm. So we've got a couple days. Alright, this A319 is about to touch down from Dalaman as AY 2052. And Robert, absolutely, there's nothing worse than biting into a jam donut and it all spills on your shirt. Especially when you're wearing something nice. You know what's horrible? When you're wearing a white jumper that's just been washed and you spill jam on it from a jam donut.
I recently bought a new white hoodie.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's the one that you brought.
Yeah.
I don't think that white hoodie has lasted 5 seconds without getting some colour on it from something. I went out and I had breakfast and I got eggs Benedict. So then apparently it was orange for like a little while and I had to like get rid of all the yolk. So that was a dreadful thing. And then now it's got some more. I think it's got brown from coffee on it now. So like,
oh god, yeah, I had.
And I've just left that. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that.
Everything I can to look after my new white jumper, and then I was drinking some coffee, and for some reason I thought that my sleeve would be good to clean up the coffee that I spilled with.
Oh my god. Oh.
So I had a massive coffee stain on the bottom of the sleeve around my wrist.
You're wiping it. Oh god. What have I done?
Alright, this Japan Dreamliner is now about to touch down here on runway 22 left. It's a bit better. I like it when there's a little bit more action.
Yeah.
At the airport. And Wendy with a $14.99 super chat says a donation towards a new cooler bag. Great spot, so peaceful. Wendy, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. That is some incredible support, and it is absolutely peaceful here. Yeah, we need a cooler bag for some drinks instead of that thing.
Once we have a car,
yeah,
this will happen.
once we get a car, we've got a car until Amsterdam. So we've got a car for about 22 days, and then we have one in the UK. We just fly there, and then I'll get a new one. I don't think we get a new one in Dublin.
Yeah, we get another one in Dublin.
We're gonna try and ferry over with the car from Manchester to Dublin.
We're gonna try.
And then we realised dropping it off in Dublin, picking it up in London and dropping it off in Dublin was gonna jack up the price just a little bit.
And then we've got no car in Reykjavik.
No car.
We're gonna go back to the pilot.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the season finale. Gosh, the lack of sun is it's very different to yesterday. It's making it even a little chilly.
It's very pleasant.
It is pleasant. You are wearing trackies and a jumper though. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and it's okay. Could be better. Looks like we've got a Norwegian 737 taxiing down towards runway 22 right. I wish they'd taxi here and take off.
They were yesterday.
Of course they were. What time, do you remember? Maybe they'll do it again today for something, for fun.
Afternoon, when we were streaming, remember?
Oh, there wasn't much though.
No, there was that one Iberia that decided to use the entire runway.
Oh yeah.
That went all the way down here.
Our next arrival is going to be that Finnair ATR 72-500 arriving in from Tallinn as AY 1036, about 5 minutes out from arrival. And guys, we're currently at 185 likes. Thank you so much for getting us there already in the first hour of today's live stream. If we could hit 200, that would be awesome. If you haven't clicked that like button already, here is your chance to quickly smash that like button for us. We really do appreciate it. As we await our next arrival here, and we'll get some more of this stuff taxiing along.
Copenhagen's winning. It's actually fairly even, balanced at 37%.
Oslo is not looking. People aren't looking forward to Oslo.
But there's so many lipstick planes there. I kind of snuck up.
Gosh, cereal before milk, or milk before cereal.
Do you want to start another argument there, young Aussie? Is that what you're trying to do? Because Max and I, we will argue with gritted teeth. But you know what? For that one, it doesn't make a difference. I don't eat cereal. I like to have a diet where I have no fiber.
Right.
There you go. There's a different one. This is jet time.
Yep, the 737 making its way up to runway 22 right. In Nebor, we just started our world tour yesterday actually. Well, sort of a couple days ago in Frankfurt, but the live streaming world tour started yesterday here in Helsinki. And it's going to be going on until the end of October. And Craig asking, saying, when are you in the UK at Manchester? Manchester is the... Oh, these are dates I can't remember.
Very end, like
4th of August?
something like that, yeah.
5th of August? I think like the 5th to the 9th.
No, really? That's Dublin, isn't it? It's before that.
Because we're in Reykjavik, I think, yeah, Reykjavik's the 9th to the 12th.
Yeah, and Dublin's before that.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it's like 1st to the 4th.
Yeah, 1st to the 4th, something like that.
Right in August. I'm sure the weather will turn to...
month's time.
Yeah, in a month's time. Month's time we'll be in Manchester. We'll almost be done.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it seems that way, but not really.
Still 2 weeks.
Still 2 weeks. Still not over a third, but like a third of the trip. Still have plenty of streaming to go. Like we can get a lot done in 2 weeks.
Robert saying, I see we have an ex-US president spotting with you, Bush. Yeah, Bush is here with us. There's a lot of Bush.
It's humbling to be with such a celebrity.
Whole family's here.
Whole family, all the Bushes.
Our next arrival on runway 22 left is kind of far away. Whereas my data's just not working. Okay, it's just my data. One moment. Oh, of course. Don't you hate it when you're about to swipe out of an app to refresh it and then it loads? It's so fun. Our next arrival is going to be Finnair flight AY322 arriving in from Vasa. the ATR 72-500. It's going to be arriving in 10 minutes time. So you're going to hear us for the next 10 minutes. We've also got a Finnair Embraer E190LR in 20 minutes time arriving in from Oulu. We've also got shortly, well actually no, in front of that actually, we've got a Finnair ATR 72-500 arriving in from Kuopio. I think that's how you say it. Kuopio.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Another mystery attempt today. And in 15 minutes time as well, we'll have the Finnair A321-200 arriving in from Malaga.
Can I offer you a chocolate chip muffin here, Max?
You can offer me a chocolate chip muffin.
Oh, what a bonding experience this is.
I'm kind of sick of them.
You know what else is annoying? We have no other food.
I know.
And I'm hungry.
It's alright. A couple hours.
It's alright. Next time, what you're going to do is you're going to buy more food.
I thought we'd have enough.
How would
We
you...
did it all for dinner.
Well, we didn't eat it for dinner. We had a midnight snack.
We didn't eat dinner though, so that was dinner.
No. Like, there's a time frame for dinner. If you don't eat dinner between, like, you know, I don't know, 5 p.m. and, like, 7 p.m., it's not dinner anymore. That's true. That's true. No. You look at me just like that's not how it works. Because if you don't have breakfast and you eat at, like, you know, 3 p.m., that's not breakfast. You know what I mean?
But the window's not 2 hours for dinner. People eat between, like, 5 and 9. I usually eat dinner at 8.
Well, what you're having is a pre-midnight snack.
Oh, it's dinner.
That's supper. That's what that is. That's supper.
People call supper dinner.
Supper.
It's a
Different.
synonym.
No, it's different.
And g'day Super 80 Swissair, thank you so much for tuning in. Awesome to have you on board on today's live stream. Sorry, I'm speaking with muffin in my mouth. Yeah, I'm sick of those muffins now.
Can I offer you another one?
No thanks. Do we have any left?
Yeah, there's 2 left.
I guess I'll have to eat one of them.
But anyway, like, you can't say that. Like, so if we didn't eat dinner, like, we ate at midnight. That's a midnight snack. And we didn't have anything, like, wholesome. We had beef jerky. And I kept having donuts.
And the donuts was bought specifically for today. Specifically. And you went to open them and I said, please don't touch them. I need to eat them. We need to eat them in the morning.
You know what I love?
You ate like 4.
No, you know what I love? I love how just, like, gentle and delicate you were when you're like, oh no, please don't open those. Like, you know, we're gonna have those tomorrow morning. Come on, Matt. Like, don't do that. And then I open them. You're like, Matt, why did you open them?
And then you ate one, and I was like, all right, leave it. No more. One is okay, whatever. Just don't touch it. And then you went for another one, and then you're offering me some. I'm going, no, these are for breakfast. Stop touching them. I think you had 4.
Oh, at least.
And then we woke up this morning and they're like half gone, so like, oh, let's just finish them before we go. And g'day Wellington Flights Alive. Thank you so much for tuning in. Awesome to have you here today. And yes, it's awesome to be on this incredible world tour that we're experiencing over the next little while.
Turkmenistan is lit up. It's on the. Oh no, it hasn't even lit up. It's on the way.
Oh, perfect.
10:51 arrival. That is going to be a great catch. I'm very much looking forward to it.
And Rom NYC says, hey, first time visiting this stream. Hope everyone is having fun. Need to visit Finland someday. Well, thank you so much for joining in and welcome aboard to an aviation videography live stream. And yes, Finland is a place to visit for sure. Absolutely beautiful.
Now, Max, before we get on to the next comment here, may I offer you a chocolate chip muffin?
I'm all good for now.
Oh, okay. I might help myself.
That's kind of our job. That's sort of what we do. Is we bicker like an old married couple.
Well, we tried couples counselling, but it didn't quite work. Apparently, we both had to, you know, like, want it to work.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, that's what I was told. Like, I thought that was a silly concept.
Super 80 Swissair asked, have you guys tried the salty licorice yet? I'm not a licorice fan, so I'm not even gonna Try.
You don't like licorice?
No.
The more I learn about you, the more you infuriate me. This is why we bicker like an old married couple.
Because we have a lot of different opinions.
How could you not like licorice?
Just don't like it. I can deal with licorice all sorts. I can deal with a couple. I can, like if there's a little bowl there, I might have one.
You know what's funny? That's the licorice I can't stand.
Oh gosh.
I like actual licorice, not licorice all sorts. It's like terrible.
Oh gosh. It's gonna be a long day.
It's going. See, this is why we don't get along anymore.
And Wellington Flights Live, no stress at all. Yeah, YouTube does do that sometimes with notifications. I know that when I post a video and then on my my normal account, it because I've subscribed to it, you know.
That's artificially boosting your subscribers there, mate.
Yeah, my one account.
Yeah, that one extra subscriber, you might want to change
It always
that.
tells me like 3 days later, like, oh, Aviation Videography's posted a video.
Thanks. Wouldn't have known.
Oh gosh, that's a big muffin wrapper.
But I think the worst is with Bart's live streams for us. I never get notified, even though notifications are switched on and have been for like a year.
I know, I'm the same.
Never.
I never get them.
I feel bad because poor Bart, like he joins our streams and is very supportive, and then like he streams at like 3 a.m. our time for starters.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Because he always does the afternoon.
Yeah.
In Europe. And then I just never get notified.
Mm. And then the one day he's doing like a morning one or something, I'm busy.
Mm. That's been the story of my life for the last month.
Yeah.
I know Rudy's been sending me messages saying, like, oh, we're live streaming and all that. And every time he sends me a message, I'm always out, and I'm like, oh, I can't.
Not right now, buddy.
And then by the time I'm home, like, they're finished, and I'm like, oh, of course, typical.
Yeah. And Vince has been a member for 2 months in the 777 class, a membership tier. Honking down on that muffin, mate. And he says, do you know the Muffin Man?
That is me. Max, can I offer you a chocolate chip muffin? The very last
I'll
chocolate...
eat it, just because I know that if I don't, you will.
Oh, I thought there was one left, but there isn't.
Oh. Thanks for getting my hopes up, mate.
It's alright, you're sick of them anyway.
True.
Oh, we got that Finnair ATR on arrival. We need to stop thinking about these muffins. Stop thinking with our gut and think with our minds here.
Yes, this is AY322 arriving in from Vasa.
Oh, you're hearing it too.
I hear a bit of rustling.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
Sounds like big rustling. And our next arrival is going to be the Finnair Embraer coming... Oh, you have to say this one. You're better.
Oh, Robin Yemi.
Ramen Yemi. And there we go. Looks like the action's getting a little bit busier now. We've got another Embraer coming in from Ulu in a couple minutes time.
And Wellington Flights Live with a $10 super chat says, a tenner for couples counselling or a croissant in Paris. Thank you so much, mate. Really do appreciate it. We'll put that towards our useless couples counselling. I think it'll be better off being spent on a croissant.
The results will be far better.
Oh yeah, but thank you so much for your awesome support. Really do appreciate it. There's a lot of rustling happening back here and I don't like it.
That's probably birds.
Probably.
At the end of the day, that's what it is. I'll go with this.
Apparently it's just birds.
And Tim Gonzalez has just subscribed. Thank you, Tim. Welcome aboard.
Landing.
Another Embraer coming in.
That was Finnair flight AY450 arriving in from Ulu. An Embraer E190LR. And Sydney with a US $1.49 super chat and a little ice cream emoji there. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Making me hungry. Making me very hungry.
Yeah, that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next up we have Finnair flight AY1676 coming in from Malaga, A321-200.
When's our next heavy arrival? I think there's an A330 arriving shortly.
The A300 coming in.
Oh yes, we do have the A300.
That'll be the next heavy.
It's in an hour.
It is in an hour.
Podcast galore, but we do have some narrows.
Podcast galore.
As we've got that Finnair arriving in from Malaga in just a moment, the A321. Shortly behind that as well, we have the Finnair ATR 72-500 arriving in from Kuopio. That Dr. Pepper is one of the best things you'll ever drink.
Oh, I know. Well, I feel like I'm in the US again.
Yeah, there's not much that beats a Dr. Pepper from In-N-Out Burger. So good.
There's something about In-N-Out Burger Dr. Peppers.
Oh yeah.
Screams LA.
Absolutely stunning. We're in one of the best spots. Oh, look at that.
Is that a deer?
That's a bunny.
Or is it a hare?
I think it's a hare.
It's a big...
Quickly. Oh, that's cool.
mythical creature.
How'd it get there?
Yeah, literally, how did it get there? It must have burrowed under.
Yeah, must have.
See, that also contributes to the rustling.
Yeah, it could be them as well. I think we'd be a bit more concerned if the rustling was a bit louder and a bit heavier.
The heavy rustling.
If I heard heavy rustling, I'd be
That's the fear.
really pulling on my collar.
And we can't just escape. We've got to walk through the forest.
We do.
That's gonna make for a great behind the scenes post.
Oh yeah.
Through the forest.
Yeah, it will.
This is exactly what our couples counsellor said. We have to do adventurous activities together. There's nothing more adventurous than this.
Walking through a forest in Finland to film planes.
Adventurous.
Very adventurous indeed.
Too adventurous, you could say.
And Blick saying, "There's your food." There. Gonna have to chase it.
Something tells me it's a little bit faster than we are.
Just a little bit. What's that? Security that doesn't come up and tell you where you're in the wrong place? Oh.
Security's after the hare as well. Our competition for supper.
And Sydney, yes, absolutely. Lots of ATRs here at Helsinki. Plenty of them for the Finnair, the ATR 72-500s. Looks like it's podcast time.
Podcast time.
Next,
favorite time.
Our next arrival is come on, let me click on it. about 25 minutes away. Brad, hair today, gone tomorrow. They're like hair this minute, gone the next.
Hey, good day, Julia Flights tuning in as well.
Looks like we have a Lufthansa A321 taxiing down towards runway 22 right.
Oh, we do too.
Oh no, it's using that taxiway.
Bad one.
I don't like that taxiway.
That taxiway's a nuisance.
It is an absolute nuisance. Yeah, genuinely, Blick, cue the Jaws theme.
The shark fin.
Constantly. It's like you can see a bit of it, but oh, the focus doesn't like that little bit of fence there. I think this one would be heading off to Munich, or is it Frankfurt?
Either or. Let's have a look. Off to Frankfurt.
Very nice. And g'day Was Radio, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Awesome to have you on board here today. So I pan across here, you can really see how scenic it is. I mean, we're sort of enclosed in some trees, but it is still very beautiful. And looking across here as well, got some awesome line of trees there. Oh, camera doesn't want to focus. What's going on? There we go. What is that thing? Is that a factory?
I think it's a mill of some sort.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's a shame we can't really see those takeoffs.
I know, you can sort of try. It's about the best you're going to get of those takeoffs there. That Lufthansa heading off to Frankfurt, as we just said before.
Where we were just a couple days ago.
Yeah, and we'll be in numerous... Well, I think we'll be there 2 or 3 more times. I think 2 more times. We've got another day possibly there, depending on plans, and then we've got one definitely at the end before we fly out of Frankfurt back towards home.
That's it. Plenty of time at the mega hub.
Yeah.
And Craig saying you guys will love Manchester if you've not been before. Get there early enough, can see the first Emirates A380 arrive at 7:30. Oh, sounds like a walk in the park after this morning. Another A380 around midday. Craig, definitely have been there before. Manchester's a fairly solid airport. Not going to lie, it was, I think the main thing that Manchester's got is those spots. Like the access around that airport. Some of those close-up takeoff spots, my God. Great airport for that. And yeah, having some 380s as well is always good too. So definitely going to enjoy our time in Manchester. And I know they get also some pretty cool Middle Eastern airlines as well, which would be nice to catch. And is there Virgin Atlantic A350s there at Manchester, or is it just exclusively the A330s? We're going to see if we can chuck on some ATC. Oh, we've got to find the frequency as well.
Yeah, I think I know.
Just so we can hear the lack of arrivals. Just be silent for a little bit. And Sequoia, thanks for tuning in. It's been fantastic having you here in the chat, joining us on our very early morning live stream at Helsinki, Finland. Massive thank you. Really do appreciate it, and hope to see you on the next one. The next Aviation Videography live stream is going to be Stockholm. It's going to be fantastic to keep moving around so quickly and keeping things interesting by going to so many different airports. Oh, and there we go. A350 and A330 goes to Manchester. That's brilliant. And what's some of the airlines from the Middle East that goes there? I've seen videos of like Kuwait A330 Neos there. I've seen videos of Gulf Air 787s, which all look pretty good. Curious to see if like there's anything else as well.
Well, obviously we can't really test it until we get a plane land, because they have a tower for this runway and then a tower for Tutu, right?
That's very unnecessary.
I know.
I kind of feel like one tower can handle this.
Definitely.
Personally, but that's just me. You know, now that the Serenities are surrounding us, I can actually hear the laptop cooling pad doing its job.
Yes, when I turned it on, I actually heard it.
Yeah, because yesterday I was a bit
worried that it wasn't working, but it was just because it was so windy.
Yeah, and so noisy there with all the trucks and the traffic.
Mm.
And Rom NYC says, well, I have to take my daughter early in the morning for a birthday party, and here I am at midnight discovering this stream. By the way, we at JFK just sent Finnair flight 16 your way 20 minutes ago. That's going to be great. I think that's pretty much going to be like towards the very end of our stream. I think it comes at about 2 p.m. from JFK. So we'll be doing our best to catch that. The only thing that will stop us is the weather if it starts to take a turn. It is supposed to rain.
I reckon if we, like, weather aside, we'll probably be streaming till about 3.
Yes.
Realistically, I reckon midday.
We'll see how long the weather holds out for us.
The rain's supposed to come in at 11 now.
Oh boy. How are we going to protect all the gear?
We can't. That's the problem.
It has to be under the table.
No, I'm not putting it on the dirt.
Well, obviously pack it in the suitcases. under the table to keep it away from the rain.
I'm just gonna have to, I don't know.
Under the trees.
Yeah, something like that.
Boy. The one time I forgot the umbrella. The one time.
Yeah, literally.
And Darwin has the New Zealand Air Force 757 departing. Darwin. Like, that's always a place. Like, if you live in Darwin, you would really rack in some great catches.
Oh yeah.
Like, plane spotting wise. But going there for a trip, you get nothing.
Oh yeah.
Get like one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those places. You have to live there. So just waiting for these arrivals to start coming in. I think when they do, isn't it like a bit, the patches there again as well?
Yeah, we'll get a bit of a patch of stuff arriving. Now the rain's saying 10 a.m. It's getting earlier and earlier.
Oh, don't say that.
2 millimeters at 10.
Oh my god.
Let me see if I can look at a radar. Does the Bureau of Meteorology work here? No.
Please.
Works.
It works. Bit of static. A lot of static.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit us.
Don't say that.
I'd love to say.
There's no chance of escape. Oh no, and it's orange.
Orange, that's heavy rain.
Oh no.
Do you have the little plastic bag with you as well?
No.
Oh no. That doesn't sound promising. Does not sound promising at all.
I'll just have to use the plastic bag there.
That manky thing.
Yeah, I'll have to wrap
and
it.
holding food.
Oh my god. Why is it's summer? What do you mean it's raining?
It's raining tomorrow too.
Seriously?
Yep.
That's a problem.
We are in the Nordic countries. Anything can happen.
This is ridiculous.
It's like living in Melbourne. We're basically here.
But will it hit us after 3 o'clock?
It stops at 6.
So the entire time when all the good stuff is coming.
It's heavy. It's raining heaviest at 2 o'clock.
Come on.
Out there on your screen just there was the A319 at 100 for Finnair that's taking off to Berlin off on 22 right. Again, unfortunately, we won't be able to see.
No, unfortunately not.
You know what, there is an ATR as well though. They might get up pretty quickly.
Yeah, the ATR's got a slightly better chance. Slightly.
And ROM NYC, absolutely. Finnair is going to be one of my favourite liveries. Absolutely gorgeous. So clean, so neat.
Okay, controversial opinion. I find it a little bit boring.
Of course you're going to find it boring.
It is!
But I'm not saying it's like outstanding, it's just it's neat, it's clean, it works.
But it's boring.
Oh my gosh, such a baby.
First time a what is it? What am I?
A buffoon.
Buffoon.
Now you're a baby.
A lot of B starting insults here. Well, I think you're it starts with a B as well.
Why is it so scorchy?
I don't know. Bad frequency.
Must be. I think they're using both. I think they're using the one frequency because no arrivals. So they have to be. You know what's worse than Delta? Jetstar, because it's not fun.
Jetstar. You know what? I don't know. I don't think Delta's that bad.
I think Delta's okay.
Yeah.
And again, we're Australian. We don't see it that much.
That's it. On paper, I prefer it over Finnair.
Oh my gosh, you get problems.
There's colour. It's got colour on it. It
Blue,
looks...
blue and red.
Yeah. Compared to black and white.
Blue and white. You colourblind?
Finnair.
Yeah.
Finnair's blue and white.
Tail is blue.
Tail is not blue.
The F's are blue.
No, it's not.
What?
What do you mean it's blue? It's black. It's not blue.
It's dark blue.
No, it isn't.
That's blue.
That is not...
That is blue.
I didn't even see that for starters.
Are you okay? Hold on. That's blue.
Are you blind?
That is blue.
You're
Is that
telling
not
you're
blue?
telling me Finnair. You're telling me the writing is blue.
Yes, it's dark blue.
No, it isn't. It's black.
That's dark blue.
It's meant to be black.
It's not. No, it's not meant to be black. It's dark blue. Just admit you're wrong.
Either way, it's boring.
I give up.
Either way, it's dark enough to look black, and that's just a shade.
Dark blue. It doesn't look black at all. It looks blue.
It looks like
We've been
black.
filming in Helsinki for the last day and a half, and you still can't see that it's blue. 90% of the aircraft that fly here is Finnair, and you've thought it's black the entire time.
Yeah, I didn't know it was blue. I thought it was black. It looks black. No, you know what? No, it can't be blue. Why is everyone saying it's dark blue?
Because it is.
How am I the only one that thought it was black this entire time?
Because you don't look.
What do you mean I don't? Of course I look.
Well, clearly not. You've been filming here for like 24 hours straight.
It looks black. What do you mean?
That looks blue. That is 100% blue.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
If I were to see that, I would say that's black. No.
It's blue. Just admit you're wrong.
And next you're going to tell me DHL is like, you know, orange. See, it's black. It looks black.
It just doesn't though.
In all light conditions. Like, that looks black. What do
No,
you...
it doesn't. That looks extremely blue.
I'm
Everyone's
sorry.
saying it's blue. It's clearly blue. Finnair is when we checked in, they give you a boarding pass and the writing is in blue.
Well, they really need to update the, like, you know, the color palette of this livery here, because it is
Black and white is horrible. Blue and white is fine.
but it doesn't look blue.
It's
like,
the bluest blue I ever blued.
what do you mean? Hey, it is not the bluest blue I've ever blued. It is like a shade brighter than black.
No, it's not.
It is the darkest navy blue I've ever
Not
seen.
navy. It's blue.
Okay, that is blue. You see the country here, like the flag of the Finland flag.
Yeah, and Finnair.
I know. Okay, that is not blue. That doesn't even look blue. That is so close to being black.
No, it's not. That's what navy blue is.
No, this is darker than navy blue.
That is navy blue.
That is not navy blue.
Oh gosh.
The fact that you're thinking that is navy blue, it scares
Look at what
me.
Brad sent me. That is blue if it loads. That is blue.
Yeah, but that's not on the plane.
It is. That is on the plane.
That looks way more blue than what's on the plane.
Oh my god, no, I can't. common sense. It's blue.
Well, if anyone wants to be a co-host for Max, now's your chance. Officially being kicked off of the show.
It'll be the first time I've almost kicked you off.
Oh, it's still an almost. That's good to know. Unbelievable.
Colorblind.
I'm not.
You have to be colorblind. If you can't see that's blue, you are colorblind. You are blue-black colorblind.
There's no such thing.
There's lots such thing.
There's no such thing as blue-black colorblind.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Why does everything have to be right in your mind? Just admit you're wrong and you're a buffoon.
It looks black.
Okay, so admit it. You're colorblind.
No, it is such a dark blue. It's not even just navy blue. Like it is. I'm telling you, it is the blackest blue I've ever seen in my life. If this is what we consider blue. And if a plane would just, a Finnair plane would actually taxi past, I can get a good look at this. No, to me, that looks like black. It is so, dude.
Okay, so you're colorblind. Every single person in the chat, people are messaging me privately saying it is blue. Every person in the chat thinks it's blue. You're the only person here who says it's black, so you're colorblind.
No. What they're saying is, right, they are going off like knowledge, like, oh, we know it's blue. Like, but they're not seeing it that way. They're like, but it looks black. They're agreeing with me on that. But they know on principle that it's blue.
Wellington Flights Live, this is day 2 of 48.
It's blue! Oh no, wait. No, it's black.
Exactly, it's blue.
I know. Now I know.
I'm not talking about this anymore.
Now I know.
Hayden, thank you so much for your super chat. I can't help it. I have to correct someone when they're this dumb.
You're referring to me.
If you admitted you were colorblind, I would respect you.
I'm not colorblind.
You are not admitting anything. Apparently everything is wrong.
Look, the one world looks more like that's blue. No, it doesn't. What do you mean? You're telling me the one on one world looks the same shade of blue as the F on that tail. You can't even tell me that's the same shade.
It's a very similar shade.
No, it's not.
The one world is a bit lighter blue, yes.
One world is actual blue. The F on the tail is black.
It's called navy.
No, the one world is navy. Look, I know. Look, I know it's meant to be blue, but I think that they've like screwed some stuff up when it came to the whole painting process. That's all I'm saying.
Alright. Here's the team that I go for in the AFL. What colour is that?
Navy blue.
That's darker than the Finnair logo.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. That's navy blue. I know what navy blue is.
Now we have a Norwegian 737 making its way down towards runway 22 right, and a blue Finnair ATR 72.
Oh, 22 right.
Oh, make that 22 left for its departure. Why can't they come all the way down here?
Please?
Yeah, please.
Maybe Finnair should come all the way down here so I can see the black livery in all its glory. No, okay, on principle it's blue, but in reality it's black. That's what I'm saying.
That's not what you're saying.
No, I am. You said it's blue, like, obviously they're trying to make it blue, but it's not. like I'm aware that like factually I'm wrong, but what I'm saying is
You're not aware.
No, I am. Like, okay, it's blue, but it doesn't look blue. It looks black.
It looks blue.
It looks black.
It looks like navy blue.
Do you know what color black is, sir? The color of Finnair's tail. Well, people agree with me. There is some people who agree that it is indeed black, because that's what it looks like.
I reckon people are voting for you because they're trying to be nice. Everyone in the chat's saying blue.
I know. Look,
Listen to Missa. Missa's saying that her husband is from Finland and he says it's blue. Listen to the Finnish people. The people who live here. We are from Australia. No wonder our IQs are so bad. Just admit you're colorblind. It's okay. It's okay to be colorblind. That's fine, but you can't admit that.
They didn't know how to finish a paint job. That's what they need to know, because it is black on the plane. I know it's meant to be blue, but it is not blue. That's all I'm saying. The back of the plane with that special livery on the 350 is blue. That's the blue that they're trying to go for, but they didn't do it. They mixed too much black with the paint.
Anyway.
This is a blue livery. You see this? You see on the screen map?
This is ocean blue.
It doesn't matter, it's blue.
Oh gosh. Anyway.
There's no
Enough of this. Clearly some of us know things and clearly some of us have flaws, and that's okay. No. Not being able to tell whether Finnair is blue or black is clearly a flaw in life. Yeah, Matt's here on his phone using alternative accounts to press black.
Absolutely not, Kirsten. I'm behind the camera. Thank you.
Alright, enough childish behaviour.
Okay, we know. Okay, Google says that it's blue and white. That is true. Okay, we can't argue with Google, but we have to admit that it looks black. It looks black.
No one's admitted it though. Everyone thinks it looks blue.
No, people just know it's blue. It's like, oh no, it's blue, but like they're not admitting that it looks black.
This is your reasoning that I can't stand. Whenever something that you think is right is actually wrong, you will come up with the stupidest things to reason that you are correct.
What do you mean stupid?
Saying that, the only reason people say it's blue is because they internally think it's blue, but it's not actually blue. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No,
That
I'm not saying that.
like 100 people in this chat are all saying it's blue because they look at it and go, that's blue. Not because they look at it and go, oh, Finnair's a blue. Alright, battery changed and we are back. And we can discontinue this conversation. Let's talk about other things while we're out here in Helsinki. Sorry guys, we have a screen that we've gotten. The batteries run out after a couple hours or so. And when that dies, then the screen shuts off and it becomes black, so we just have to quickly change over the battery. Our next arrival in just a moment is going to be the Finnair A319-100 arriving in from Antalya.
Wearing its beautiful blue and white livery, but looks black and white.
Oh gosh, you just don't let it go, do you? You hold on to things. I'm sure you're still upset that I never gave you sushi
Yeah,
7
why
weeks.
didn't you
7
give me
weeks.
sushi
7
7
weeks ago.
Why didn't you give me a Look, on the screen, you can
Enough,
even see
enough. We're moving on. I'm closing the poll, we're moving on.
the stark contrast between the blue KLM and the black.
Oh gosh.
We can see the stark contrast in the frame.
No, enough. Genuinely enough. I have had enough. It's good. It's just called berry. No need to add the blue.
The blackberry?
You're killing me, man. You're killing me. And not too far away, in about half an hour's time, we have that DHL A300-600 freighter arriving in from Leipzig as QY3612 will make an arrival here on runway 22 left.
Yep. The orange DHL. Orange and pink.
Yep.
That's the world we live in, apparently.
And Adam, we are coming to the UK. At the end of July, we will be in the UK. And we're there for about a week and a half.
Oh, in the UK, like 2 weeks. Well, actually, if we're counting Dublin.
No, it's Ireland, not the UK.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it United Kingdom?
No.
Isn't Ireland and Scotland part of that?
Nope. Ireland's not.
Oh, okay.
And yes, we were just able to see that chopper taking off. Is that even on radar? I don't know. Probably not. No. Already getting flight radar showing some precipitation in the area.
No.
What do you want me to say? It's going to be sunny all day, Matthew.
Yes.
It'll be okay.
Yeah. Continue with the secrets and the lies. Ignorance is bliss. Hayden, by all means. I'll focus on my own stream. But we speak the truth. none of these are lies.
Well, it's getting political. And KLM does have a very good fleet. Got a nice range of heavies and narrows. Oh yes, Craig. Northern Ireland is part of the UK. I forgot about that. But yes, the south of Ireland is not. So not too much happening in the way of arrivals. Like we said, there's going to be a bit of a patch coming shortly. Just having a look now at oh gosh, there's not even a patch. The next arrival is the DHL. And also an Air Baltic A220 that's just taken off from Riga. So, sounds like more podcast for the next half an hour. Maybe now's the time to look at getting some food, considering we've got about half an hour.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, perfect. No deliveries. Hold on, let me see if I can do it further back.
Slightly problematic.
Just a little bit.
Surely away from the airport perimeter.
Where did we...
Well, we'd see if we can do it there.
Matt, I hate to break it to you, but they won't do it there either.
We've gone through our muffins. Our only source of food. I have one thing of Dr. Pepper and water.
We are foodless.
This is going to be a long day. Alright, next time. Minimum.
No, next time don't eat it for dinner.
It wasn't dinner, it was a
Next time don't eat it for a midnight snack. Save it for breakfast like I told you to.
Yeah, you caved too.
I caved on the beef jerky.
It was delicious.
And yes, we should get another poll going. Alright, new poll up. Let us know out of those 4 places we're going to be doing live streams at, which one you are most excited for to see live. We've got Paris, Charles de Gaulle, London Heathrow, Reykjavik, and Frankfurt.
Jeez. Reykjavik. Oh my.
The love for Iceland.
Unexpected. Must admit.
Yeah.
I'd say out of the 4 of those, that's the odd one out.
He's the odd one out, but I know that people love it. and fantastic there. Thanks to the mods for sorting that out. If I had to pick from one of those, Matt, if you had to pick out of those 4 that you're most excited for us to stream at, which one are you picking?
Definitely not Heathrow. That sounds like a headache. Paris, headache. It's between Frankfurt and Reykjavik. I do like the idea of Reykjavik. However, because we haven't done it, it's going to be a headache.
Yeah.
So Frankfurt. I know how that place goes.
Yeah.
It's easy enough.
Yeah, Keflavik Airport.
But although it is uncharted territory, but I'm sure once we figured out how Iceland works, but I think it's patchy as well, like Finland.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. It's very patchy.
We do maybe one stream.
What we do is we do a morning rush and an afternoon, because that's when it like.
Well, that's what we're doing here, but you know.
Yeah, but Finland's decided it wants to give us heavies every few hours. Whereas Iceland, I don't think it's like that. I think it's just there is a 3 o'clock patch.
Yeah, that's it.
And then that's it.
See, Finland you said yesterday morning was non-stop.
Yeah, it was for takeoffs, as we've been seeing.
Oh, for takeoffs. I think you said for arrivals.
No, the arrivals started at 10 o'clock is when they really started.
Oh.
Other than that, I didn't really see many of them because I was asleep. I didn't get out here until 7:30, and I was not looking at arrivals.
Oh, fair enough. In Sydney, I don't know why there's not too many para streams. It's definitely a awesome place to stream. I know that Sam and Matt on AV, when they were here last year, did a couple of para streams. So yeah, we're not really sure why there's not more. It's definitely, I think there is. You do have to do something with permits, I think, at Paris to do plane spotting. And Rom NYC, absolutely, that would be incredible with midnight sun being midnight and still sunny. It was basically what we experienced yesterday when we packed up the stream at 11 p.m. and it was still sunny outside, still a lot of light, which is crazy. But can't complain.
No, 11 o'clock was more or less 4:30 at the moment at Melbourne, 4:30 p.m. So it's before sunset still. It's still broad daylight. DHL is inching ever so closely. Currently it is flying over Estonia.
Yep, not far away at all, about 25 minutes or so.
So Reykjavik is still taking the lead here. Okay, while we have a lull, actually we've got Air Baltic coming as well.
Yeah.
And a nice addition. I'm just, for the 4K videos, anything with a little bit of variety is a win in my books at the moment. Alright, Keflavik. Let's have a look. Alright, so obviously the 6 a.m. arrivals is incredible. So this is our first batch, right? That's when everything comes in.
Yeah.
Right? Until oh god. What? Qatar 7378 Max is going through there.
Oh really?
Oh, look at this. Okay, there's problems. Iceland's gonna keep us there all day.
Oh jeez.
Problems, and then oh god, then the next wave comes in. 3 o'clock, it just. Should be fun. Never gets dark, does it? Everything's there's nothing off limits. Oh, it's a P8 that's just taking off as well.
Oh, of course.
Because why not? Good old Poseidon. Well, I'm excited personally. 757s. It's going to be good. Definitely some good Wait, what? Looks like we have a sneaky takeoff there on runway 22 left that I completely didn't look at because I was looking at the list of Iceland. And ROM NYC, the only thing with the CDG permits is they take ages to come through. Ages. It's not hard to get one. It's just you really have to be prepared. I remember it took me months to get mine. But once I got it, it was fine. And I also did like a crazy amount of dates. I remember I was like, this was back in 2021, and the dates that I put was like from August 31st until November 10th or something, and it still all got approved, which was nice. And in terms of spots as well, there was a really good one towards the northern side of the airport. However, I do think that that's still closed because of the mass construction that's been going on there for years. It's almost like LA, like it just seems like it's never going to finish. Like construction has just like become a staple piece of that airport. Look at this artistic shot here, Max.
Oh, very nice.
Wouldn't expect to see that on an aviation live stream.
No, probably not.
The things we do at Helsinki to keep ourselves entertained. But yeah, in terms of streaming in Paris, there is one decent spot from the south side that I know Sam and I did last year. And I mean, it was actually quite a decent experience just down there. Like everything was sort of coming towards the south. You get a few sort of trucks and stuff that will go by that might ruin a shot here and there, but in general, it was pretty relaxed. Now that the north side's open as well, there is another spot that I know of that would be fantastic for a live stream. Whether or not the north side's as busy as it used to be pre-COVID, I'm not too sure, but I'm kind of assuming the north is a little bit like the north in Frankfurt. Like you get your patches.
Yeah, would be pretty patchy.
I'd say it's patchy, whereas the south would get the majority. And that's mostly because like the main bulk of the terminals, particularly for Air France, are towards the south side of the airfield. So that's going to have quite an influence. That's the French red tape for you guys. Don't we love it? So we're currently sitting at 260 likes. It's fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for your support here on this morning's morning live stream. If you are enjoying the stream, even though it has been a little bit quiet, as we're sort of expecting now for Helsinki, do make sure to hit that like button, as it does help us out a ton. If you have already, you're an absolute superstar, and both Max and I really appreciate that. And if you don't want to hit the like button for us, hit the like button for the black and white Finnair livery.
Absolutely. The blue and right. Sorry, I think you just got your words a little bit mixed up.
No, I don't think I did. Oh, another takeoff taxiing by. So this is what I was talking about, Max. Like there were so many takeoffs yesterday when I got out.
Should have done a takeoff stream. Really no arrivals.
There is nothing right now.
And yes, that A300 is not far away at all. Be an awesome catch, and we'll be landing here on runway 22 left. And we'll also get that Air Baltic A220 arriving in about the same amount of time, just shortly after, I believe. Yeah, it's about a 5-minute gap or so between the Baltic and the A300. We've got some more stuff taxiing down as well towards runway 22 right for their departure. Lots of outbound takeoffs. Sounds like a ATR. Oh, hold on, this might be coming our way. I think it is. Unless it's going to use the south runway. Nope, it's going to use the south runway. Of course it is. And red eye, no worries at all. Glad to be out here streaming. We're trying to do what we can. Unfortunately, there really isn't a lot of arrivals at the moment. We thought there was going to be more. But yeah, it's really just takeoff city at the moment, and we can't really see them from this spot. But we're still out here, still talk as much as we can and engage with you guys. But glad you've enjoyed the stream. So we'll see you next time for sure. G'day Paul, thank you so much for tuning in once again. Awesome to have you in the chat yesterday in our Helsinki evening stream, and to have you back in our morning one today. Been streaming for almost 3 hours now. As we will continue on for as long as we can today. I think the rain is going to come in the next couple of hours though, unfortunately, so we're going to see how that pans out.
Finland 3 Victor.
And Paul, absolutely it is a marathon. But it's been very, very enjoyable. Even yesterday there wasn't a lot of takeoffs at certain times, but we still made it through and pushed through for that A300 departure at the end of the day. Looks like with the poll as well, we've got London Heathrow winning. It's very neck and neck though. Heathrow at 35%, Reykjavik at 30%, Frankfurt at 20%, and Paris Charles de Gaulle at 15% for most excited for the 2023 tour streams.
Interesting that Paris is the least excited for. I'd say I would have thought it'd be the most.
Yeah, I know.
Heathrow as well, interesting.
Finland 3 Victor 22 0 increase 4 knots 0 right to left.
and they're using 22 left for a lot of these departures, but on the short taxiway, not coming down the full length towards us, unfortunately. And yep, looks like there is the Finnair A350 towards Brussels that's just pushed back from the terminal. That'll head up to runway 22 right for its departure, unfortunately. But that DHL A300 is 5 minutes away from arriving here, and that Air Baltic is about 15 minutes away from arriving here as well. Just looking at our flight rate at the moment, this is not what we planned at all. It's the DHL and the Air Baltic are the next two arrivals within the next 2.5 hours, up until the A330-200 freighter, the Turkmenistan one from Ashgabat. That's the third arrival. Oh no, this looks like a wasp or a bee.
DHL is just about to turn on to final approach. A300, not a common sight in Australia, that's for sure. Not what we're used to, both Max and I.
No, not at all.
Max was lucky enough, in Frankfurt, to be able to get one
Yes.
on the north side.
I was.
Is that the first A300 you've ever seen? Have you seen one anywhere else?
Yeah, no, it would be the first. Oh. Yeah, no, I think it would be the first.
So you didn't get one in LA?
I don't think we did. I don't remember it.
magic happens, you're in luck, because we're about to get that A300 now. And yes, Air Baltic is coming out, or coming in just behind it, which is going to be fantastic. Nice little double trouble there of some foreign carriers here in Helsinki. Just got to wait for it to clear the trees of doom. And some really good light for it as well. This is really going to emphasize that nice yellow and red livery. Good day, Karen. Thanks for tuning in. Nothing like a few coffee splurges to get you up in the morning. Brilliant shot there. Just love our A300. Got the Air Baltic coming in very soon as well. A bit of a new versus old right there with the A220 of the Air Baltic. And couldn't agree more, there's nothing like the DHL livery right at sunrise. Stunning livery. Just trying to figure out. You know what would be good, Max? It might be a smart idea after the Air Baltic to have a half time, because there is nothing for like 2 hours.
Not till the 10 minutes done.
That would be a good time to drop some stuff off at the hotel, to get food and to come back out.
I think we should go have breakfast and then come back.
To bring the umbrella.
Yes.
If it's going to rain, like we need that.
But then after, there's not much after 10 minutes.
No, it gets better. I'm looking at the list, it gets better. Just like it did 10 o'clock, it starts to really pick up. Because I feel terrible. There's nothing happening. Like, what are we going to say? For 2 hours. The podcast cannot be that interesting.
I know. I'm getting to the point where I'm running out of things to say.
Because look, I'm thinking, right? From 10 o'clock, it gets better. It's still a bit slow. 11 o'clock, look, 11 o'clock it starts to really, like, there's a flight every 5 minutes. Then 12 o'clock, look at that, like every 5 minutes. Then 1 o'clock, it's and then 2 o'clock it's just, explosive. Oh no, I think there could be some smart plays there.
Yeah, I think it might be a not a bad idea.
Then that way, I'm trying to think the best way to handle this. What's that?
Do we even do a half to this?
Oh, just end the stream, like restart, do another one.
Yeah, no, I know, but like, do we even restart it? That looks dead. It's like 10 to 12, it's just 8 yards.
Trying to plan what we're gonna do here.
Maybe that's something we do over breakfast. Think about it.
I'm thinking like one of us should stay here and bring the breakfast. Imagine carrying all this back and then carrying it all the way back again. Like that walk killed me.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It makes sense. One of us goes without the stuff. It's not a bad walk then.
Okay, how do I bring breakfast back though?
Ubers.
What do you mean?
Uber somewhere to get breakfast and Uber back.
Oh gosh.
No small breakfasts. No like, oh, one bag of jerky. No, we need a massive feast out here. A feast. A fancy feast. Like we're not talking about like, one sushi roll. We're talking about at least like 7 or 8 each. Just like it's better to have too much than too little. Because look at all those wrappers. Like I just want to look at this. Okay.
Show the wrappers.
No, you got to see like how much, like it's not enough. Okay, we can see all that. It's not enough. We need more. We definitely need more. I feel like Max is the king of like, not buying enough food for these streams. Like always underestimating like how much we need to stay like revived, to stay alive. And Dab436 asking when we're coming to Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati is 15th of September. 15th and 16th.
Yeah, something like that, but I won't be there.
But Max won't be there. It's just going to be myself. Wait, you're there for a day, aren't you?
No.
Oh no, you leave from Louisville. No, you leave from Cincinnati.
Yeah, but we get in from Louisville and then I go in the morning from Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, so
I'm there for the night.
Doesn't quite count. And Time Lord asking the best spots at Melbourne Airport. Honestly, when it comes to Melbourne Airport, anything along Operations Road is going to be your best bet. Terminal 4 as well has a great car park, which has a fantastic elevated view, particularly of runway 34 operations. Well worth exploring that as well. But if you don't get dropped off there and you're driving, it's going to be a little bit pricey. They charge some astronomical rates. Like an hour is like $15. Like I think 3 hours is like 50. That's what we always pay when we do the streams.
Yeah.
It's always like 40. Like they always try and like make it sound a bit better. Like 49, like 50 or something. It's like we know what you're doing.
Yeah. It's 49.49.
Yeah, something like that. It's like it's $50. We're not that silly, Melbourne Airport. And Dav, yeah, 100%. We're gonna definitely do a stream there at Louisville. That's gonna happen for sure. We just have to figure out the spots as well. There is one with a big car that a stream would be fantastic for. Yeah. Because we can get over the fence. The other one, I'm gonna see if I can do a Cincinnati stream. It depends on the traffic. I know with Louisville, it explodes. Like we just go there in the morning. Yeah. And it's endless UPS for hours. Right. Wow. And then then the takeoffs all happen. So like it's always exploding. Yeah. Whereas Cincinnati, I don't think it's quite like that. It's got a morning rush, but it's no Louisville with frequencies. Yeah, right. And Time Lord, we're not going to be back spotting at Melbourne until November. We're going to be back for a couple of weeks in August, but I think spotting will be at a very minimum for me and not at all for Max. Like, there'd have to be something very compelling going to Melbourne to get me out there. Very compelling. After 7 weeks straight of plane spotting, I feel like I'll have my fix, and then another 7 weeks in the US. Got that shark tail there. That black and white shark tail, you could say.
Looks like Baltic is lined up and on final for arrival here on runway 2 left.
It is indeed.
This is BT flight 301 arriving in from Riga. And Time Lord asking, do you guys barrack for any AFL footy teams?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Matt goes for West Coast. Because when West Coast make the grand final, some edgy planes come to Melbourne.
It's genius.
So he cares about the plane side. He goes for West Coast for work reasons. But I actually go for Carlton. Unfortunately. So we suck.
West Coast is doing a lot worse.
Yeah, see West Coast lost by like 200 points.
You know, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
My team, of course. The one thing that would, like, you know, actually grant me some good planes. This year it doesn't matter though. We're not going to be there for the grand final.
No.
It's in September, so like.
That's the one reason I'm happy Carlton's playing terribly. It's because they won't make finals and I won't be there to miss it.
That's it. Oh, I sure hope that changes. They get into the grand final and you're over.
Oh, that was my biggest fear.
That's your biggest fear?
Well, one of a fear that I have.
I don't know, I'm still going with my whole grown men playing with sweaty balls.
Oh, we're not talking
I'm still
about
going with that argument.
Stop saying that.
That's what it is. That's what you're watching. I don't know. Like, I mean, not really. Like, not knocking it, but not really my thing. You know what I mean?
Here's this A220.
Beautiful out in that Baltic.
Absolutely.
Ketchup Pringles actually might sound good, to be honest. Some of those ketchup flavors on chips they do go all right. I got to admit. I know Smith's had them for a while. The ketchup flavor. I loved them.
I don't think I ever tried them.
It's your loss then, isn't it?
It is my loss.
That fin air looks freakishly close.
It does.
Now turn right and come all the way up here.
Too late.
Done for. Alright Max, what do we do? Because I think the arrivals have just officially...
The next one is not for 2 hours, which is the Turkmenistan.
Do we have a half time and then start back up at 10? By doing that we can get the wet weather stuff as well.
Might have to.
I think it's probably a smart idea. 2 hours, I mean, like, we can fill in 20 minutes and all that, no problem, but 2 hours...
Talking is gonna, we're gonna bore people.
That's it. There's literally no planes in between then. I think it'd be a good idea, chip away at some brekkie.
Yeah. I think so. Could get a coffee.
Coffee would be good.
Alright, we're going to call half time.
Yep. I think it's a smart
We're
idea.
going to have a discussion about what we're going to do with the streams and whatnot for the rest of the day, and how we're going to continue things on. We're going to have a chat, see what the best option is, and we will let you guys know. But yeah, for now, thank you for tuning in to this first half, possibly, of the of today's live streams here in Helsinki. And I know we said we'd stream till 3 p.m. non-stop, but this is just horrible. This is just sad. I didn't think it would be this dead.
I didn't either. I thought there'd be at least something every 10 minutes.
Yeah, you think so. Even just ATRs rolling in, but look at flight radar, there's nothing. Genuinely nothing until that Turkmenistan cargo in 2 hours time.
It's pretty bad. But 10 o'clock it picks right back up. That's when the arrivals all start again. So that's when it's most likely worth restarting and getting things back up and running so we can actually watch the planes and enjoy it.
That's it. The whistle has been blown. And yeah, we've still also got to look at the rain forecast. That's another problem.
Yeah, we've got to prepare for that.
We've got too much streaming equipment and not enough protective equipment.
Correct.
If the rain does hit us.
I have...
That doesn't look nice.
It stayed like that for a while. I'm confident in that one.
Yeah, just because the rain's not supposed to come in for 2 hours.
Good.
Alright guys, we'll have a chat, we'll see what we'll do, and then we'll update you guys as soon as we know what we're going to do. But for now, we'll see you guys shortly, hopefully, or next time, whatever it's going to be. Hopefully shortly.
Hopefully shortly.
Alright, stay tuned guys, we'll write this in as part 1, and we'll see how we go for part 2. Alright, thank you for tuning in this morning, bright and early, just hitting on 3 hours of this part 1 stream, which is awesome to see. Very glad to be out here once again here at Helsinki. So we'll see you guys very shortly.